What's up, guys? Ben Samulak here. Thanks for tuning in, and you guys have tuned into a good video. Have you missed the boat on Bitcoin? Cryptocurrency, it's at $100,000. This video is going to show you guys you haven't missed out because there's other plays on not only cryptocurrency. I'm going to show you guys some stocks that also related to AI and robotaxis. All these three things are huge spaces that are developing and have some security in them. When we had the dot-com bubble, people jumped on in the beginning and made tons of money. But what they didn't realize is in time, the profits, the gains just keep going up and up and up. If you look at some of the stocks like Google and Amazon and a lot of these companies that people made tons of money on in the beginning of the cycle, right? Eventually it blows up, thousands and thousands of percent, after that initial boom. And that's when it's more secure, it's safer. You see that people have already proven, some of these companies, but there's still a lot of room in the cryptocurrency space and cryptocurrency as well as AI. There's other things that come out of that, just like oil. When oil came out, that was a huge source of energy. But then there's tons of other companies that make money because of that. Same with crypto. Crypto is big, and a lot of people feel like they missed out. Most likely, people are saying Bitcoin's going to go to 1 million. So even if you buy now, still that's a 10x on your money, which is great. But is there ways to capitalize on these booms in the next upcoming years? And I would say there are some ways. Now, first off, this is all educational purposes only. I'm not giving anyone financial advice. This is just what I've discovered and learned, and I just wanted to educate you guys to some of these opportunities out there that could be out there and give you an idea, thought of maybe some directions to start looking into. So before I start giving you a couple of videos real quick, I was watching this video. I can't remember whose channel it is. He goes and tries to, interview wealthy people, how they made money. And the one interview really stuck out to me. And at the very end of this, I'm going to give you guys my favorite. And the reason why one of the stocks that I'm going to tell you at the very end is because this video I watched, he was talking about this rich guy said how he got rich, and he said the AI space is great, but it's the machines that store all that data. Because when you do a Google search, he said, and I caught that, he said it takes so much data, but when you do an AI search, there's so much more data that's being pulled from the web, right? So there's companies that there are out there today that are already in this space that are going to need to provide all this space and storage and data, whatever it is to. And I'll show you one of my favorite stocks for that. It's getting kind of high, but hasn't left. I don't think the boat's left yet. So, but here's some stocks I'm going to show you guys. So let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. So the first one that we're looking at here, guys, it's BBAI. Okay, BigBear.ai. So looking at this stock, the IPO came out December 2021. And it's an AI decision intelligence. So when we're looking at cryptocurrency storage for cryptocurrencies, here's the stocks in recent IPOs. These are the stocks I'm gonna go that are affordable and well positioned to capitalize on the AI and the cryptocurrency data storage. And some of these have specific relevance to robo taxi, where that's applicable. So let me just show you BBAI. It's only at $5.74. Let's see, the AI relevance is that it provides AI-driven decision intelligence for transportation and logistics. It's optimizing robotaxi fleet management, route planning, predictive analysts. So it has to do with like the AI and the intelligence for the transportation industry. So these trucks that are going to become self-driving. Tesla, of course, everybody knows they're in that field, but we all know Tesla is already, the stocks split and it's gone up. So $5.76. I think this is something that's worth looking into, because even a double at this point would be more realistic than buying crypto and waiting for it to go to 200,000. But that being said, you could do that. But some of these, remember Yahoo and some of these companies that just blew up, like people became millionaires. So it's like we are potentially on the cusp of some of that. And this robo taxi AI, it's already been proven. We know, guys, that this is a relevant thing to get into now, and a more stable thing to get into now. Elon just launched his cars in in Texas, I think it is, or wherever it was. So we know Waymo's already been, so this is already out there, guys. This is happening. This is going to be something that's going to be coming more and more on the stage. So hopefully me showing you this, hopefully this helps you guys and you can become part of it potentially in whatever way you guys want. Big Bear Analytics can support blockchain-based data ecosystems by processing metadata for decentralized storage platforms like Filecoin, which stores AI models. Its solutions align with the need for secure, scalable data processing and crypto networks. The growth outlook is the robotaxi market's need for real-time analytics and crypto's demand for secure data processing positions Big Bear AI for growth, especially if it secures transportation or blockchain contracts. Okay, so that's huge. Number two, we have a note. So this is a 51 cents, guys. This one I don't like as much, but for 51 cents, hey, why not? I wouldn't go all in on these guys. These are companies that potentially could be big with the crypto industry, with the AI industry, with the robotaxi industry. So I'm just showing you guys some potential stocks that could be potential big winners in the future, right? Even if we put a little into each of these, or not we, but me, and one of these blow up, it could be worth it. So note, August 2021 is when it came out. This is the information technology, the AI and analytics. The relevance offers AI driven, this offers AI driven policy and regulatory intelligence, aiding robotaxi companies. So people like Waymo and Tesla in navigating complex regulations. So with this new industry is going to come a lot of regulation where people are going to be worried about if these cars crash into people, what's going to happen, and how do you, go through all that. So vehicle permits, all that stuff. It's analytics also supports AI-driven compliance for smart city projects. So smart cities, I think they're going to California, they want to have a smart city by the time the Olympics happens, right? So this is all happening, guys. And crypto data storage relevance, fiscal notes, AI analytics can process metadata for blockchain networks, supporting decentralized storage platforms like Filecoin, which ensures tamper-proof AI model storage. Its tools help crypto firms comply with regulatory frameworks, a growing need in decentralized ecosystems, right? It's still cheap, 50 cents, super, super cheap. Growth outlook, regulatory complexities in robo-taxis and crypto. So there's going to be a lot of regulatory complexities, guys, and it's going to drive demand for fiscal notes AI tools with potential for enterprise adoption. Okay. Number three, we're going to have here is Core Scientific. Core is $16, so not as cheap as 50 cents, but another one to be for us to go over here. The sector, the data centers, cryptocurrency mining. Okay. So the relevance is operates high performance data centers for AI workloads, including GPU powered computing for machine learning and analytics, which can support robotaxi fleet optimization, processing center data. Crypto data storage relevance is it's a leading Bitcoin miner. Core Scientific provides data center infrastructure for blockchain networks, aligning with decentralized storage solutions like Filecoin, which stores AI models for crypto platforms. It pivot to AI data centers, enhances its crypto storage capabilities. Okay, guys, this is great. And the growth outlook, Moody's predicts data center capacity must double in 2028 to support the AI and crypto. This is what this guy was saying, this rich guy was saying. Positioning Pink, Floyding, Core Scientific is a key player, okay? Now, PLTR, Platineer. I think you guys have heard. This one's been more in the news. Palantir, sorry. Palantir Technologies. This one's, I think, been a little more popular in the news. We did well. We had a pullback today at the very end, so that's why some of these are good time possibly to get in. But like I said, this is all just educational purposes. Trade investing can be very risky, so just be careful with whatever you guys do. Um, I'll gonna do another video later where I don't do day trading. I think day trading is gambling. Investing, buying assets is the key. I'll make another video about that. So if you have the money to just buy these and hold and then add position in time, and then potentially if they double, you could split, whatever. There's good strategies and ways to do this without being risky, okay? Which I'm all about. I don't think you should gamble or be risky in the markets. Rather buy assets, mainly assets. This is more speculation. So speculating, when you speculate, you only want to put a small amount of speculation, okay? Typically, you want to buy stocks that have dividends or are they're gonna make you some kind of income in the long run. Okay. So this IPO came out September 30th, 2020. Software data analytics, AI driven. The relevance for AI is it's a platform processes massive data sets for large organizations, including transportation, logistics for robotaxi fleet management, optimizing routes, predictive maintenance. Its partnership with AI and TWG, XAI and TWG Global targets AI driven solutions. Crypto data storage relevance. Palantir's analytics can support blockchain networks by analyzing metadata for decentralized storage platforms, ensuring secure and efficient data handling for crypto ecosystems like Filecoin. And then growth exposure, the convergence of AI, robotaxi and analytics, and crypto storage, blockchain analytics, positions Palantir for growth, especially for enterprise adoption. Okay. Now, in the broader context, I have two here, and then I have one last one, my favorite to me for now that I like. I don't know, I just kind of, for some reason, this stock, it was super cheap and not just a couple weeks ago and it's been blowing up. So, but I've been looking at this one and I like this one. So, but before we get into that, here's some more well-known. AMD provides GPUs for AI robo taxi processing and crypto mining. It's a P of 30, but price to sales is 2.5, is low for tech, strong growth in data center chips. And then also here's another one more here is DLR, right? DLR is digital realty data center REIT. It's a REIT. So in the real estate business, we know real estate is kind of beat up now, but this one's supporting AI and crypto storage. The PE is 20. Undervalued for data center growth. Moody highlights its role in AI crypto demand. So this is another one. Now, my favorite, drum roll, guys. Coreweave, right? CRWV. I here's just a quick on Coreweave. I saw this is when I heard this guy's timing, right? I don't know what it is, but he mentioned the matter of the data centers and all this stuff going to be relevant to AI. And like the next day or 2 days later, I saw this company had like a 400% profit. And I looked at it, and this is look just like I'm gonna look at 1 month here. Look at it. This was at on the 29th. It was $100. And actually, when did I look at it? I looked at it when it was right around $60. So then the next day it went up and then it just blew up from there. It was like $60. And then after that news that it went up 400%. They have a little debt, but let me just tell you a little bit on CoreWeave is a good stock due to its 420% revenue growth in Q1 of 2025. Leadership in AI focused cloud computing. This is going to be big. Now it's at 159.50 at the moment, 63, 65. But I believe like I would be entering in if I was somebody and then adding to it if it goes down, because this is to me a play on something it's just starting. Okay, so when I was just starting to trade, I was like, where's these stocks? Like I wish I would have known that, like, how to invest in and look at that stocks double and split, because when I saw stocks I thought they were expensive. I didn't want to buy like an Apple or like an Amazon or Google. I thought, man, these are way too expensive, not realizing these stocks kept going up and splitting and going up and splitting and going, and it's like, man, I could have still have made tons of money. So for 160, if this thing splits, like, are these going to be the stocks that the new internet stocks, like in the tech boom, that just kept splitting and growing and splitting and growing? So like, who knows if CoreWeave could go to 500, split, and then go back to 500 and split? Who knows the possibility of these? Could go from here down to 60 and stay there, for a long time, right? We don't know, but we are in a boom right now. We are in, we have a lot of crazy stuff happening. So if the whole world doesn't get nuked, right, that's been possible since I've been trading people since 2008 when things crashed. People kept telling me things were gonna, every YouTube video, all this negative, negative videos, and things have just kept going up since the crash of 2008 when I got into the stock market. So, that's why I said, like, you don't want to bet your kids' college tuition on this, but start entering in possibly into some of these, right? 420% revenue growth. So a company like that, what could it do, guys? Like, how much could that go up? We're at 159, but like, look at Amazon and Google and not too long ago, and all those stocks, Chipotle, they all went to $1,000 and then split down, and then they went back up and split down. So leadership in AI focused cloud computing and exposure to cryptocurrency data storage with indirect robotaxi relevance via AI analytics. It's 76 billion valuation and contracts with OpenAI and Microsoft signal strong potential, right? So that's it, guys. Hopefully this video helped. Hopefully I helped introduce you guys to some thoughts and ideas that could be, a way for you guys to make some money and to benefit and have some success and whatever it may be. Like I said, though, don't, trade and investing can be dangerous. Talk to a professional. I'm only giving my advice and my educational insight and for free, hoping to help whoever I can. I know what goes around comes around, so hopefully everything I can help somebody one day. Some of you guys will come to me and tell me how you became a millionaire off what some of the ideas or education I threw out there. So thanks for tuning in. Hope that video was good. Ben Samulak here. See you guys next time.